This is Andrew Leon with Marlin's Bike Consulting. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how to use indexes in Microsoft Word. Indexes are used when you want to create a table, usually at the end of the document, that has a list of all of the important topics in that document with a page number reference for where you can find that topic in the document. So to create an index in Word, the first thing I have to do is go through the document and mark each of the individual entries I would like to have appear in the index. So for example, I can double click on Pluto in this example and then choose References and then Mark Entry. So I can enter the entry here as Pluto, and I can either choose Mark just to mark that single instance of it, or Mark All to mark all instances of it in the document. I'll choose Mark All. Notice when I do that, I have an index entry field that appears here and shows that the Pluto has been entered as an index entry. Also, my Show Hide Paragraphs button was clicked so that I can now see my paragraph entries. Note that I could configure that on and off myself back here on the Home tab. I'll leave it on because it lets me see my index entries there. Okay, I'll use an additional example here. I'll double click on Mercury and then Mark Entry, and I'll mark all of those. I'll do the same with Venus, Earth, and Mars. The Mark Index Entry dialog box stays open so that you can go through and rapidly create a bunch of entries like this one. Okay, the next example I'll do for Jovian planets is one where we can choose a larger range of text. In this case, Jovian planets includes several pages here: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So I'm going to do an entry for these and show how we can create a larger index. So I'll click from Jupiter down to the end of Neptune while holding down the Shift key. That will select all of those. And if I'm going to create an index that contains multiple pages like this, I have to have a bookmark that references those pages. So I'll go to the Insert tab, choose Bookmark, and then type the name of the bookmark that I would like to enter. Note that spaces are not supported in the names of bookmarks, so I have to use the underscore there. So I'll click Add, and now when I go back to the References tab and choose Mark Entry and do a page range, I can choose the bookmark that I just put in, and I will want to change the name of it here to Jovian Planets. Then click Mark. The last entry I'll do is for Dwarf Planet, and I'll do that one as a cross-reference entry. In other words, one that just refers to another entry that's already there. In this case, Pluto, since that's the one dwarf planet that we have. So I'll click Mark, and now I have a cross-reference entry for Dwarf Planet. So after I've created those entries and I want to insert the index table, first I go to the place in the document where I would like to insert that table, which is normally at the end. So I'll do a Control End and then a Control Enter to insert a page break and go to the next page. Then I'll choose Insert Index button, and I can configure several options here, including how many columns the index is going to consume. Then I'll click OK, and there's my index. I have the Jovian planet entry a couple times. One of them is a page range. My dwarf planet cross-references to Pluto, and all the rest of the planets that I entered there have the page number for where I can find information about that planet. Note that this index does not update automatically. Let's say I want to put in yet another entry for Planet 9. Note that when I do that, the index does not update to reflect that Planet 9 is there. If I want to update it, I have to first click on the index itself and then choose the Update Index button and update it manually that way. There we see the Planet 9 entry. So when you create an index, it's best to create the index table toward the end of the process after you have all or at least most of your entries already created so that you don't forget to update it later on. That's how to create indexes in Microsoft Word.